Hello, Happy New Year and Happy Decade 2020. First of my 2020 predictions and out in Australia for the A-League for this lot. But first, look back on what happened at last week's matches, week 12, before I go over the upcoming matches. Starting from today is New Year's special got going as well. So, Sydney Wanderers, they got a 3-2 victory over Adelaide to begin the week. Quite a dramatic game there. Included Nicola Miller taking the lead for Western Sydney before Traore equalised. Miller getting the second goal before Mohamed Adam managed to get a 3-1 lead for Western Sydney. And there was a late fight back with Adelaide, scoring a stoppage time goal, 94th minute, with George Blackwood. And they also even had a later penalty kick as well too, but that got saved. Some VAR drama, and possibly it shouldn't have been given to begin with. But Western Sydney holding on in the end there. 16 to 13 shots for Adelaide, 7 to 6 on target as well. But well done for Western Sydney. Wanderers finally picking up a victory. But more importantly, my Wellington Phoenix side, a 3-1 victory over Western United. Some other former players from Western United, so a bit of a rival, considering they are a new club and all, and we did lose the very first match of the season, and it was against them at home. But this performance was quite cool. David Bull in the 41st minute, Cullen Kowat in the 55th, and Ulyss Davili in the 80th minute. Did a live watch along for this game as well too. So thank you for the people that did come along and see that. And we'll be doing future live watch-alongs for the A-League there, but no promises on what particular matches. So just hit the subscribe button and turn the notifications on and see where I go live for some of these matches. Usually I try to go for the Friday games, but who knows, I might do the one there tonight, the New Year's Day special. And Alessandra Di Manti at the 89th minute there for Western United, they did get a consolation goal, unfortunately. 18 to 14 shots they had, but we had 6 to 3 on target, so well done for the Wellington Phoenix. Next up, had Newcastle Jets and Brisbane War sharing their points, and they won 1. Dimitri Petratos in the 32nd minute for Newcastle Jets, but Brisbane War stroke later on with Brad Inman in the 87th minute there to salvage 4. 18 to 13 shots for Brisbane, 7 to 3 on target for Newcastle. There's a draw that doesn't help both clubs as they both sit down at the bottom of the table there. 10th place is Brisbane War, 11th place for Newcastle Jets. Next match had Sydney beating Melbourne City 2-1. Coming from behind and did it the hard way, Connor McCaffrey in the 22nd minute. Weehand Grant got sent off for Sydney at home in the 25th minute, so they had to play 65 minutes with 10 men. And just 4 minutes later, Adam Lafondra equalised for Sydney, and Barbarousis in the 84th minute as Sydney somehow managed to win with 10 men, 2 goals. What a come from behind victory it was for them. 18 to 7 shots for Melbourne City, 5 to 4 on target as well too, but Sydney just running away with this A-League title there. Luckily, we have a playoff system in the A-League, so it's all a bit of luck with the draws and the pitches there, but they'll have the advantage in the home draws for the semi-finals and final as such. They remain top. Still quite a few matches to go of the week of the season though. And the final match, Perth Glory got a 3-0 victory over Central Coast Mariners. Diego Castro, Joel Chinesi, and Bruno Borrelli managing to get the goals there. 13 to 12 shots for them, 6 to 2 on target as well too. So Perth Glory on 4 wins in a row now. They're climbing up the table after very poor starts of the season. So it shows what a number of matches can do. Hi, JV there. Well, this is the A-League I'm talking about now. I was just mentioning about the Premier League. game there between Leicester and Southampton on one of the other videos on YouTube there. Southampton posted a video about 100 goals of the decade, so I thought I'll put a sneaky little comment on there. So I did that. Thank you for tuning up there. If you follow Australian A-League at all there, feel free to chime in with your thoughts and stuff. And for last week's matches, I managed to get 4 whites out of 5. Had the Wellington Phoenix winning, my club from New Zealand, got the job done. Got the Newcastle Jets and Brisbane War correct, spot on, 1-1 draw. Got Sydney to defeat Melbourne City, correct. And I got the Perth Glory against Central Coast Mariners, bang on the nose to end the decade very strongly with a correct score on that particular match as well too. The only one I got wrong was Western Sydney finally getting a victory 3-2 over Adelaide there. And to move on to week 13, head-to-head records between these sides. And I'll go over the odds of the game and my predictions for the matches. So I got Western Sydney Wanderers against Brisbane War. 10 wins for Western Sydney, 9 wins for Brisbane War, and 7 draws. Western Sydney Wanderers unbeaten in the last 6 with 3 wins and 3 draws. Odds for this game, $1.91 for Western Sydney, $3.75 for the draw, $3.60 for Brisbane War. And on the table, currently Western Sydney, after finally getting their victory, still sit down in 7th place, just that 1 win in the last 5 games there, so not too great. While Brisbane War all the way down in 10th spot there, they only got 1 win in 5 games as well too. So that's why I've gone for a 1-1 draw in this particular match. The next one is between Melbourne City and Western United. $1.72 for Melbourne City, $3.75 for the draw, $3.75 for Western United. They only played each other once so far the season. Western United are the new club to the A-League, and Melbourne City managed to win the game 2-1 back in October there. How they sit on the table, Melbourne City currently in 2nd place, 2 wins, 3 losses in the last 5 games. It's all very bunched up if you exclude Sydney at the top. So lots to play for those home finals and things like that if you make the top 4. So for this game, I'm going to go for Melbourne City to win as Western United. They got a couple wins and a draw, but away from home, going to give it to Melbourne City, 2-1. Next match, got my club, the Wellington Phoenix, against the Central Coast Mariners. 14 wins for Wellington Phoenix, 15 wins for Central Coast, and 7 draws along the way. Wellington Phoenix winning the last 3 games, and somehow it was an 8-2 victory last time we played. Wow. There won't be anything like that this time though. That's favourites, $1.62, $4 for the draw, $4.50 for Central Coast Mariners. Central Coast Mariners are definitely the worst club in the A-League at the moment, even though they're currently in 9th place with 3 victories, so they're done okay, you could say. But only 1 clean sheet in 40 odd matches or something like that, just unacceptable. And 2 wooden spoons in their last 2 seasons as well too, coming the last spot on the table. So for this game here, and also Wellington Phoenix managing to be unbeaten in the last 7 A-League games there after losing their first 4 matches of the season. So what a great turnaround it is for my club there. And a good opportunity for us to push further ahead on the table. And I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory for the Wellington Phoenix. Got Sydney against Adelaide. Sydney with 18 wins, Adelaide with 18 wins as well. And there's been 8 draws along the way. Sydney's last 3, they managed to win. And unbeaten in 11 of the past 12 with 8 wins and 3 draws. Odds for this game, $1.83 for Sydney, $3.60 for the draw, $3.75 for Adelaide. And on the table, yes, Sydney that's been dominating there this season with 9 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. So my club managed to get an impressive draw. Arguably, we probably should have won with the Villiers missing an open goal as such, and possibly even the miss of the decade. It was starting like. Well, Adelaide, 3 losses in their last 5 games here, not too great. So I think they had some injury concerns as well too. But Sydney at home, you expect them to win quite comfortably here. And I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory for Sydney. And the final match is between the Melbourne Victory and Newcastle Jets. 16 wins each and 8 draws. The last 7 games has seen 4 wins for Melbourne Victory and 3 wins for Newcastle Jets. The odds for this game, $2 for Melbourne Victory, $3.50 for the draw, $3.40 for Newcastle Jets. And on the table, Newcastle Jets are in last spot, 11th place, just the 2 wins there this season. 3 losses and a draw in their last few matches. Melbourne Victory, they've got a couple wins and a draw, a couple of defeats in the last 5. They're having a pretty poor season as well too, even though you think they should be winning quite a few matches with the name that they have. But at home, and a bit better than Newcastle Jets there, I'm going to give them the victory for Melbourne Victory at the end of the first match week of the new decade in the A-League. I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory for Melbourne Victory. Let me know your thoughts and predictions down below there. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and make sure you check out whenever I go live for some of these watch-alongs in the A-League. And yeah, and until next time, thumbs up, subscribe.